What's up, my YouTube family? It's your boy Berto, back with another video, doing a late night video, guys. Let's jump into it. I hope everybody's doing great today, because I'm doing awesome, and I got a good one for you guys. We talking about the Clintons, guys. Just the Clintons. So yesterday, this really got swept underneath the rug. It went unnoticed by a lot of people because so much was going on in the world, but it didn't go unnoticed by me, guys. We all know Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton somehow always make all the whistleblowers that expose them and what they do commit suicide or, disappear. And we had another case. So I'm about to show you guys this article. I'm going to read it off to you, and then we're going to talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. The Clintons back doing what they do best, and that's making sure they kill people who hold a threat to them. Let's get into it. The whistleblower that died. All right, guys. So Christopher Stein dies. Alabama TV anchor who broke Bill Clinton tarmac visit with Laura Lynch was 45. If you guys don't know who Laura Lynch was, she was the Attorney General when Hillary Clinton was under investigation for the emails. He was the news anchor who broke the visit with Bill Clinton meeting with her. He basically was the whistleblower. He exposed it and got a lot of things started. And you guys know what the Clintons do with anybody that starts anything that goes against what they're trying to do, and anybody who tries to expose them. Any whistleblower that has been dealing with the Clintons somehow miraculously committed suicide, guys. So let's get more into the article, and I'm going to read it off to you and let you guys know what's going on. We'll jump more into it. All right, so let's get started with the article, guys. I'm only doing this part of the article because this is the most important part at the beginning. All right, the man who revealed that former President Bill Clinton met with Attorney General Loretta Lynch during the investigation of Hillary Clinton's email service has died. Whoa, very suspicious, guys. Wait till you hear this part. Christopher Stein was 45 and apparently died from a suicide, according to AL.com. All right, anybody know any whistleblowers on the Clinton always suspiciously die of suicide? It never fails, guys. Look it up. You will see that anybody that tried to expose the Clintons have died of suicide. What makes them want to kill themselves? It's not a suicide. They were murdered in cold blood, but it gets wrote down as suicide because the Clintons are so powerful. Those two right there can get anything they want done without a blink of an eye, guys. And this story went so unnoticed. I'm surprised it hasn't been all over social media. All right, police responded to his home on Saturday morning and are investigating. The Dallas, Texas native was the anchor for the local ABC station evening news show. While working for a TV station in Phoenix, Stein broke the news that former President Bill Clinton in June 2016 met at Sky Harbor Airport with Lynch. The meeting raised suspicions on whether Clinton was lobbying Lynch on his wife's behalf. Now, I'm not the brightest person in the world, but we all know that Bill Clinton was trying to lobby for his wife to get her out of trouble and not get her charged with any crime. She eventually didn't get charged with anything, and this will make the story even more good. Okay, so this is happening so often with the Clintons. Anybody that blows the whistle on them and exposes them ends up dead by suicide. Think about it. Think about it. But if you guys don't know, people always protect the Clintons. Why do they protect the Clintons? Why? This is so obvious. It's happening so much to the point where it's disgusting. People will continue to defend them and what they do. They kill off anybody that challenges their authority, and they always get it wrote down as a suicide. Like, that's just their, oh, we're just going to kill him. We're going to put down suicide. We're just going to make it a suicide. Oh, it's going to be suicide. It's going to be suicide. Like, to the point where, come on, guys. These Clintons should be jailed by now. Both of them. For murder. There's no way that this guy committed suicide just like the other 10 to 15 people that challenged the Clintons or blew the whistle on them or tried to expose them. Nobody makes it past the Clintons. And it's getting ridiculous how powerful they have become. And this guy had a lot of balls to even expose what the Clintons have going on, what they have been doing for a very long time. It takes a lot of balls to expose the Clintons, and he did it. And to make it at least obvious, they waited a few years later to expose what to kill him off. They waited. until their time came, and then now they killed them off. And you know what? It's not going to stop here. It's going to continue to happen. And nobody talked about this story. You want to know why? Because the Clintons made sure it got buried within the news. They made sure it got buried at the bottom and nobody would know about it. And it wouldn't gain no national attention because it didn't gain anybody. No one spoke about it. Nobody brought it up. It's, like I said, it's sickening. Just like with Jeffrey Epstein. He was going to expose the Clintons and they could not have that. Guess what happened to him? He miraculously commits suicide in prison. This guy had so much info on Bill Clinton, not just Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton too. And they could not allow that to get off. So guess what happened? He commits suicide. A billionaire who was more than likely probably going to get off because he had money and he was going to expose a lot of people commit suicide. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell, I think that's how you say her name, the one that dated Jeffrey Epstein, is now in prison now, and she's supposedly supposed to expose some people, and she has video footage. Now, will she commit suicide? Probably so. You know they're working on a way to kill her, but they're just trying to not make it so obvious. Or they may get her out of prison so they can kill her outside of prison. But one way or another, they are doing this stuff and getting away with it. That is the problem. Anybody who blows the whistle on the Clintons, has dirt on the Clintons, ends up dead. Dead. And I'm so surprised that this has not been national attention. But that's because they control the media outlets and they control what we see and what we know that's going on out here in the world. I'm going to expose them. I'm bringing it to attention, guys. The Clintons are still killing off people, and we got to put it into it. We got to put it into it. Share this video, expose them, and let's get everybody on board. The Clintons should be locked up, and the keys should be thrown away. That is one evil family. They're devil worshippers. They're Illuminati elites, and they have been for so long. They're too powerful, and it must be stopped. Must be stopped. This is sick. This is crazy. And I'm surprised nobody's heard about it. Nobody's talking about it. Like, how many people have they had killed? Like, the number is in the teens. Like, no lie, in the teens. And they're all suicides. All suicides. I wouldn't be surprised if they came after me, y'all, for bringing light to this story. Rest in peace, Christopher Sign. But guess what? I'm going to make sure your death doesn't go unnoticed. We're going to put pressure on the Clintons. Everybody, let's expose them. Let's get this video out there.